knowing, I think, who he is, which kind of worries me.
But one thing I enjoy how it aligns with the comics is in the comics, Spider-Man doesn't join the Avengers at first until later because he doesn't feel confident enough in his powers and he feels he's not strong enough or inexperienced compared to the Avengers. So he waits till later. And then I like that because in this one,
he doesn't even join him. He actually even tells him no.
He tries to prove his powers to Iron Man, and at the end,
they're willing to bring him in.
They're willing to bring him in, and Peter Parker takes one look at his new suit, and he thinks about that opportunity, and he's like, you know what? I'm good at the moment. I still want to be like me.
Yeah, but he does get the suit, because I was so sad. I was like, does he not get the suit? But Stark gives it to him. Tony Stark and Iron Man is in this movie quite a bit more than we thought he was going to be in. But I found it really respectful and already shows that they're planning to bring him in because Iron Man says, hey, he finally made a mature decision. And I'm like, the feels! You're respecting him!
I did like how the newer, like at first, he had a really crappy handmade suit. Then he got one that...
A high-tech suit again.
High-tech suit, one that...
That you remember from Civil War.
That Iron Man gave him. And then you see the new one at the end. But I like the high-tech one that you see the majority of the movie. Because, like, there's a training wheel mode in it. Where it has just, like, basic stuff. And then there's like a more advanced one with so many cool things in a suit like I would want.
And his computer keeps like going. He like tells him, he's like, oh, this is dangerous. And she's like, should I go into instant or this one mode? And she's like, okay, instant kill set. And he's like, no, stop setting instant kill. And I'm like, I want this suit. The suit is hilarious. It reminds me, it's a small take from Iron Man. But the suit's more like sarcastic Deadpool-y, which is where the humor comes in.
The suit is cool, like Deadpool, but the voice in it is sort of like Iron Man.
It's cool, though.
But, and they did bring in a few new characters, like Vulture, which we talked about, which was a really awesome, cool new character because it's one of the Sinister Six.
Can I say one of my least favorite parts of this movie, though?
What?
Because it aligns to the new character. The way they introduce MJ.
Oh, yeah.
I think they give her a different name. At the very end, this whole movie, you see this girl, and I'm like, oh, this girl has a crush on Parker. Like, me and him know, like, oh, this girl has a crush on Spider-Man when he's not Spider-Man. And then at the very end, she's made the athletic decathlon team captain. And the girl, they call her by her real name, and then she's like, oh, my friends call me MJ. And I'm like...
And at the end, too, which, you know, that means that leads into another Spider-Man movie.
But I was just so mad. Like, Mary is the one he marries in the comics, the one he's supposed to be, like, the most in love with. One other girl is, like, his other true love during the whole comics. But MJ is, like, the biggest one in all the comics, and it frustrates me. And then
they didn't have the right name.
Yeah, and they don't even give it the right name, and the only hint is, oh, my friends call me MJ, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with this. That was my least favorite part, and thankfully it happened at the end, because I think I would have murdered and just walked, like, I would have just gone during the rest of the movie and given it horrible reviews if it was for that, to be honest.
Any other scenes you liked or disliked?
Oh my gosh, one of my, I think, favorite scenes is the boat scene. Or the ferry scene. When Spider-Man, like, does all his power, you think he saved the boat, and then the computer's like, oh, you did 98% accurate, and then right after that, it starts bursting apart, and I'm like, 2%? 2% in the boat? Like, no! Because that's when he gets his suit taken from Iron Man, it's bad. But I like, it's one of my favorite moments, because he has to realize that he needs to be the Spider-Man from the comics. He can't be, like, super tech, Avenger mode from the start. He has to start off as a small superhero, which Spider-Man's always been. Spider-Man, and Iron Man says it perfectly in the movie, he's been the working man superhero because he only really helps out, like, mostly Queens or, like, New York, and that's what he does. He helps the small people as much as he can.
One maybe not a specific scene, but one like thing I liked in this movie was how many like videos throughout the movie Captain America was in. Like,
the gym teacher like is playing a video and then he's like, I'm pretty sure this guy is a war criminal, but we have to show it. And I'm like, they didn't make it to Civil War. Good.
they have a video where he's playing in it, talking about gym class. There's a video talking about how being in detention is bad. And then, is there any other videos?
There is one, and this kind of leads into, is there an after credit scene?
There's two.
There's one like midway through the credits, and then there's the after credit. The one he's talking about with Captain America is after the credits. It's hilarious because it takes like from Deadpool Marvel where you think like the after credit scene is gonna be epic, and he's like, guess what, guys? Patience, and he like wink, kind of like gives you that winky feeling. He's like, Patience is sitting here waiting for something spectacular, that's
But
never
it's-
gonna happen. It's like, oh, Marvel, you totally Deadpooled us again.
It's because Sony was partially in on it, and Sony.
Oh, and Sony can never guarantee, they're not like Marvel, like, they can't guarantee they're gonna be involved in Spider-Man stuff, even though, right after that clip, it says Spider-Man will return. And thankfully, because of like Marvel, we know it's gonna be in 2019, but it gave no date. It was like Deadpool was like may return, but Spider-Man's like will return, and that's how it ends. And I'm like,
So you heard about the one after credit scene. The other one shows Vulture in prison with one of the other bad guys briefly mentioned in the movie. He was talking to Vulture how he knows people on the outside who can go after Spider-Man, and he heard that Vulture knew the real identity.
and Vulture does. He takes like Vulture. Hilarious. That's another hilarious scene I should have thought about. Vulture's daughter is Parker's crush or Spider-Man's crush in the movie. And Vulture's like, I know who Spider-Man is. He's next in the back seat with my daughter, and she's giving out all this information. I'm just like, and she's sitting there like so stupid,
We're like,
not
shut
realizing.
up.
And I'm like, lady, shut up. How do you not like? How does this not connect in your mind? It's actually a funny but annoying scene where the dad's just like, and then the dad like tells him, he's like, you need to not get out of my business, and just like he sends his daughter off, says, get out of my business, don't be involved. And at the very end, when he could have let Vulture die,
He saved him.
Spider-Man actually saves him, knowing who his father is, but he does like spider-web him to the stuff he was trying to steal. But that leads into the after credit, because what does Vulture say to the guy?
He doesn't tell him his real identity because
He tells him he doesn't know. He's protecting Spider-Man!
What grade level would you give it?
I want to hear your grade first, because I'm almost always the first one to give a grade.
I would probably give it A minus.
I want to give it an A. Even though I just said all those horrible things and things that should have made me lower its grade, I'm going to be realistic with you guys. Even though I don't like him as a high school kid and like it plays too much of the high school thing, I want to say it's almost as good as one of the original Spider-Mans. I know probably a ton of you are going to hate me and hate that for me, but I think it's tied with one of the first original Spider-Mans.
To us, this movie is between the newer remakes and the original ones. So that's about it. That's our review on Spider-Man Homecoming. Here you have it from Chewy.
And perfect!
Don't forget to comment, like, favorite, subscribe.
The buttons are somewhere down here.
They're not there.
That's right.
Maybe
Yes.
no. But comment us if you have any other concerns or you disagree with anything we've said,
Or if we have something completely wrong about the comic books. Like I said, I haven't read them in a while though.
let us know. But there you have it from us at Geeky Elites. Don't forget to watch our other videos and have a nice day.